Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing my flip through for June and July. I know June has well passed and July has just ended, but I put off doing these spread pages because, well, one, I did these spread pages when we were in the hospital back in May. I didn't know how long we would be in the hospital, so I just wanted to go ahead and get a lot done ahead of time. And even though I did it ahead of time, I still didn't have a lot of time to work on them. So these are not my favorite spreads. Some of it is, like, this is hand-drawn, but a lot of the time I did not have the time to hand-draw stuff, so I just got a bunch of cutouts and basically pasted them in here where I wanted to use them. Since June has already passed, and when I'm filming this video, it's pretty much the last day of July, all of these pages are filled in. So you will get to see what these spread pages look like after I've finished taking notes and filling stuff in for the trackers and just my day-to-day life. Starting off in June, obviously, where I wish I hadn't done all this blue stuff. First page is here. These are just like little notes that are taped and tacked to, I guess, any kind of surface that you can tape or tack to. And there wasn't that many books that I was looking forward to coming out in June. There was, however, like 20 different birthdays going on, so I had a lot of those to remember. And I had a lot to do, and only about half of it got done. And, you know, half of this list, that stuff still isn't done. So that's pretty sad on my part, but I really haven't had time. Then this brain dump page, I love how it turned out. I just put a row of books at the bottom. I only really planned out my bookshelf organization here. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen my shelves. I think I showed them off in one video where I basically reorganized all of them and put all the books in different spots and try to organize my TBR from my read books, and I think it turned out really well and it gave me a lot of extra space. These were supposed to be bath bombs. Did not look the best, but there was nothing really book related that I could think of to go as a habit tracker. That's the theme of this month, by the way, is books. I kept my YouTube page very plain Jane. I did like how I highlighted the days of the week here, so you will see that I did that in the coming months as well. Our first week was themed after Harry Potter, and as you can see, I got a couple cutouts here. I did the footprints by hand, which was actually more irritating than it should have been, and I literally just did swirls. You'll notice a little coffee cup here, and that's because I had like a butterbeer coffee from Starbucks, and that was because I needed it to stay up for like at least 36 hours, so I needed the caffeine, and I was like, there's a Starbucks nearby, I might as well just get one and get a butterbeer one. I have to say, I don't know what the regular one without espresso tastes like, but I'm not really a fan of the butterbeer coffee. The next week I themed after Percy Jackson. I wish I could have figured out something more to do with this, and I wish I hadn't done it the way I did, but I was really limited on time. More so this month than I was in July. Now, this is an anime slash manga series you guys may not know. If you're not into yaoi, you really will not know, but I can't say the series name for this one for the life of me, but it's the sequel to Junjo Romantica. I believe that's how you say the first season of this, or the first series of this, or whatever you want to call it. In the last week of June, I themed after my favorite manga series, Super Lovers, or my favorite yaoi manga series. And I did little dog bones to symbolize the fact that the main character absolutely loves dogs. But now we're moving on to July, which I themed after fireworks because of the 4th of July. And let me just tell you, I absolutely hated this page right here. I thought it would turn out a little bit different, but it really just turned out like hot trash. So I tried to avoid this page at all costs, and as you can tell, I did July in hand, but this is a printout, obviously. I used a lot of printouts in this month. Brain Dump also has a lot of printouts. I like this bottom one right here is probably my favorite one out of all my printouts. And this is my August spread planning. There's a lot of planning on this one because I really went all out for August. I really love that spread. It's probably my favorite month by far. And then September's is here, which I've also finished September, so you'll be seeing that in a later video. July's YouTube page is obviously very full, and that's mainly because of the reading rush that happened on the second to last week of July. My trackers are probably my favorite parts about both June and July's spreads. I love the fact that these were split up in like not actually straight lines, but like slightly curved lines. And this one was almost completely full, but I got into playing Fortnite at the end of the month. And then this one I counted as anime and TV, or Fortnite, or not Fortnite, Twitch, stuff like that. So anytime I watched anything, I usually just marked it here. And then as you can tell, I didn't get a lot of writing done. I did some planning, like soundboards and taste boards and stuff like that, like how stuff would feel, taste, sound. I got a lot of that filled in, but that's all I pretty much had time for. Then my mood tracker, I only had one bad day, which I was so happy about. And I just basically have this designed as a sparkler, and it's simplistic, but I love it. Then my weekly spread pages just look very plain Jane like this. This is the week that the reading rush started, so it looks a little more hectic, and you can see that I had like a lot more books that I planned to read, and then I had a lot of videos, so I just put check marks and X's beside them. And that was pretty much it for July. Yeah, June and July just were not my favorite months, and hopefully I am never in a position where I can't take at least a couple days to work on spread pages. I mean, it was ridiculous, especially there towards the end of May. It was very hectic, not a lot of sleeping, and I just got done what I could. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!